Did you know that there are actually two different sloth groups? They can easily be identified by the number of long, curved claws on their forelimbs. The two-toed sloths, as the name implies, have 2 claws on their front limbs, while the three-toed sloths have 3 claws on all 4 limbs. The two-toed sloths are also slightly larger than their three-toed counterparts. Less is more, apparently. Did you know that sloths have the lowest metabolic rate of any mammal? Which means that it takes them ages to digest anything. Can take 30 days to digest a leaf. They have a huge, permanently full 4-chambered stomach, which can account for up to 30% of their body mass. In two-fingered sloths, this oversized stomach is supported by 46 ribs, 23 pairs, which is more than any other mammal. Anyone hungry for ribs? Did you know sloths can starve to death on a full stomach? Unlike most mammals, sloths don't have the ability to control their body temperature for them to save energy. They're completely reliant on the environmental conditions, and their core temperature can fluctuate over 10 degrees Celsius during the course of a single day. If they get too cold, the special microbes that live in their stomachs can die, and the sloth can no longer digest the leaves that it eats. Imagine dying from a leaf. Poor thing. Did you know that sloths are actually really picky when it comes to pooping, aka your britches? Sloths, like all living things, need to take a big fat poo, which usually happens only once per week. Sloths are mega fussy when it comes to their personal hygiene. Sloths not only move really slowly, but they're in no hurry to go drop the kids off at the pool either. In the wild, they're known to make a slow, grueling journey from the tree canopy to the bottom of the same tree in order to poo or take a pee on the forest floor. When they do finally do a number poo, they can expel up to 1/3 of their entire body weight. Well, that's a good diet. Did you know that sloths are 3 times faster in water than they are on land? And how does a sloth like to swim? They prefer to swim backstroke. Imagine that. That's a pretty interesting thought. Sloths used to be massive! Seriously, ancient giant sloths known as Megatherium were believed to be up to 7 meters tall. They weighed about 7 tons and had an aggressive disposition. You can actually see a full-scale skeleton of a Megatherium at London's National History Museum. Slothzilla. Nice. Did you know sloths have been around for about 65.5 million years just before dinosaurs disappeared? Which, you know, shows that a slow-paced, lazy lifestyle can be a good survival strategy in the wild. Did you know that the average lifespan of two-toed sloths is believed to be up to 20 years? But no one actually knows how long they live for in the wild. Because sloths are just so difficult to study in the wild, no one has ever followed an individual sloth from its birth until its death. And it is pretty much impossible to accurately figure out the age of an adult sloth. All we have to go on is their lifespan while in captivity. The oldest sloth known in captivity managed to turn 50 years old, and she lives at a zoo in Germany.